Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a bow review on the new Winchester Quicksilver 34. This is, as the name implies, this is a 34-inch axle-to-axle bow. Has a 7-inch brace height. This bow is IBO rated for 343 feet per second. This has a modular-based draw system. Got these pretty cool-looking red, anodized red draw mods that come with it. These are available in half-inch increments from 27 to 30, and each one, this is a 27, and then the one I have on here is a 27.5. So for each half-inch adjustment, you're going to have a new module. Draw weights available are 50, 60, and 70 pounds, and the mass weight on this bow is 3.9 pounds. So a nice lightweight package bow. But back to the draw, the cams. Now on these cams, you have to press this bow. This is a 2-track binary cam system, and this bow has to be pressed to change them out. It's not too tough to change modules out. It's pretty easy to take care of that. So if you do your own work, no big problem there. The one thing I did was after I put the modules back in there, I did time the bow again. It was a little bit out of time after I changed the modules, because you can see up here you got to take both cables off of both ends. So they weren't too bad when they came out, but just a little bit out of time. So I went ahead and timed those as well. Some of the specs on this bow, or some of the technology on this bow. This has the new AST cam on it. This is the AccuSpeed technology cam system, and this is a 2-track cam system. Really nice looking cam, really good design. Really does a good job on the draw, smooth draw cycle. We'll show you some of that. Good solid back wall to it. This has adjustable draw stop on here, just on the top only. It does have a track for one on the bottom, but it's only on the top. Really nice. I was able to adjust that out just a little bit, and really set my back wall the way I want it. So I really like that aspect on bows, is to be able to adjust that draw stop a little bit. This has the 7-stop string dampener on here. It's got a nice carbon fiber look to it. Overall, it's a good looking string stop. One of the things I was really kind of disappointed in this bow, and this really ain't a big thing, but one of the things I was kind of disappointed about is the string's not served where the string stop is. I'll serve that, but if you don't have a serving there, it kind of tends to wear the string down a little bit. So that was one thing I kind of pegged the bow on, just not being served right there to prevent the wear from your string stop. This also on your strings has these speedsters. These work in a couple different effects. One, they dampen the bow like a string leech or something like that, a Bojack's product or cat whiskers would do. But they also add a little bit of speed to it, like the name implies. So you'll pick up 5 or 6 seconds, feet per second with these on there. That's the claim anyway. These are kind of like speed knocks on some of the old bows. So it also has, which I think this is a really nice feature, it also has optional grips. The website says it has 3 optional grips, but I only got 2 with my bow, so I'm not sure if the 3rd one is available or not. It has this nice black and white kind of rubberized grip on here. It says Winchester on it. And that just has an adhesive back to it, and you just pop it in there. It also comes with these wooden ones, or it may be a fake wood, I'm sure. But it's got a nice wood finish to it, and that actually looks like a real wood, so that's probably a real wood. And it says Winchester on it as well, so you just pop off the adhesive backing there and put it on there. I like the red and black just to keep the theme, you know, theme colors that I got kind of going on with this bow. So those are the options on the grip. The other one, the 3rd one that the website shows, is a 1-piece insulated grip. So I'm not sure if that one's actually available or not. I know I didn't get it in my package. Now this bow is available in 2 different camouflage or 2 different finishes. It's available in black, and it's available in this Reaper Woods. This Reaper Woods is pretty cool because if you really start looking at it, you'll find there's skulls in there. Now, for some of you guys who like that look, it's pretty cool because you can find the skulls in there, and it really makes it a kind of a unique camouflage pattern. If you guys, you say, well, I don't want my bow to have human skulls on it. They don't pop out, they don't stand out, but it is a cool feature to kind of show off a little bit. And the camo pattern's a nice open pattern and a nice gray. It's really matched for tree stand hunting, so I really like that for tree stand hunting or ground hunting in the late winter. But the skulls aren't noticeable, so if you don't like the skulls, it ain't that big a deal. You know, you're not going to notice them. They're not going to pop out at you. But, you know, it does add a nice, unique finish to this bow, I think. And it's something that's really cool that Winchester offers. The riser on this bow's got nice, good lines to it. It's got a nice vented riser on it, so it keeps it nice and lightweight. These limb pockets are called the Stable Lock limb pockets. I really like these limb pockets on this thing because they're controlled on the side. There's also a stud up underneath here that the limb pocket actually goes into. They're controlled here, so it's a nice, good, aesthetically pleasing limb pocket, but it also functions out very well. So it really locks them limb pockets into place. It's got a spacer in here in the middle. It clamps it on each side, coming from back here and then around the top. And it's got pegs in there so that the limbs really can't move around too much in there. So that's a really nice design on that limb pocket as well. So let's talk about the draw cycle on this bow. Draw cycle on this bow is nice and good. We're going to go out and shoot it and chronograph it here in just a second. But draw cycle on this bow is very nice. See if I can sit down here with it. It really just comes back and drops down into the valley. It's got a pretty long valley. Stacks up just a little bit at the beginning, but then the valley eases into the valley and comes right out of it nice and smooth. Good solid back wall, and that's one of the nice things about having this draw stop on here is you can adjust that draw stop to kind of get the feel for the bow that you want. But the draw cycle overall is just nice and smooth. This can be, I don't have my arrow on my ripcord, but you can see there I can handle that pretty well. Just nice smooth draw on that ripcord. That rest, that grip is pretty nice. I'd say it's kind of flat down toward the bottom, and I'd like to have a little bit more of an arch down at the bottom. But overall, it's not bad. It's not something that you have to continually try to move your hand to get a good grip on it. So I really like the side plates on it. Overall, the bow is just aesthetically pleasing. Has these nice limb savers on the split limb design here, and just a fantastic looking bow and a fantastic bow to shoot. So we'll step out here and we'll take a few shots with this thing and we'll chrono this thing real quick. The Winchester Quicksilver 34, 70 pounds, 27.5 inch draw length, 350 grain arrow. .298 twice. Every time we shoot it, we're getting 298. Pretty good. Okay, this bow's set at 70 pounds. I normally pull 60 pounds, but I got it set at 70 because I want to show how smooth the draw cycle is. 70 pounds with this bow, even though I normally shoot 60, is no problem at all. Really good back wall to it. You can see there's just as quiet as can be on the shot. Very, very minimal vibration to the bow. Really nice. Draw cycle really drops into the valley nice. Good long valley. Stacks a little bit at the beginning, but not too bad. Drops into the valley pretty nice. You can see there it just really no hump in this bow at all. 7-inch brace sight makes it really accurate. And I mean, I'm very impressed with how quiet this bow is, even at 70 pounds. And I'm shooting about a 375 grain arrow, so I'm not shooting a real heavy arrow as it is. You can see I've got 2 fingers on the front. I don't have a wrist sling on here. Just 2 fingers on there, just a nice little grip. And it's not hardly rocking in my hand or vibrating in my hand at all. Just holds really nice and well. Very solid. At 34 inches is I think a good axle to axle for just about anything. It's good for hunting, still nice and short, and it's still good and solid for 3D shooting as well. It's a really super easy to draw bow, even at 70 pounds. And I'm going to give it the back test now. I've only been able to pull one bow on 70 pounds off my back before, but I think I can do this Winchester. It's that smooth, I think I can pull it off my back. So we'll see. Not too bad. That one got away from me a little bit. Okay, so you see in there, 70 pounds off my back. It was a little bit of a struggle getting her back, and I missed what I was aiming at, but I was able to pull it. So I do that test because I want to be able to pull these bows back in any situation that I have to face out in the woods. And I want to see how smooth they are. So if you can pull 70 pounds off your back, that's a good indication that the bow's pretty smooth. As far as tuning, I didn't cover tuning in the front. One of the things that I really like that Winchester sends with this bow is a center shot tool. This tool right here simply sets right in here on your shelf, You put your arrow in that groove, and it lines up your center shot for you. Now I set that, and the bow was shooting pretty good. I adjusted the rest in and tuned it myself, and walked back tuned it and broadhead tuned it, and my arrow ended up being exactly back in that trough, exactly back in that groove. So that is a pretty accurate tool and a really nice feature. A really nice feature to come with the bow. Really help you tune the bow out well. As far as tuning, broadhead tuning, walk back tuning, bow is no problem at all to tune in that manner. Now, as Winchester, some of you guys know, this bow was designed by Richard Dorf. I hope I'm saying your last name right, Richard. I'm probably not, but and Richard is a guy who designed a lot of the high country bows that I like so much. The Speed Pro, the Iron Mace. He had a hand with New Breed and helping them guys get started. And those were three of my favorite bows, and two of those I hunted with all three of those bows last year. But the Speed Pro was my favorite bow. It's one of my favorite bows of all time. And so this bow I had high expectations for this bow coming from the designer that it was coming from, and I have to say it's met every one of those as far as performances goes. This bow performs flawlessly. I mean, it tunes out great, it shoots great. I put really nice groups in there with it. Speed's pretty good. You can see we were getting about 300 feet per second with it, and we're shooting about a 27.5 inch draw, so that's going to get it up there close. Maybe not right at the IBO, but it's going to get it pretty close. But you know, for a 7-inch draw and it being as smooth as this thing is, that speed's pretty good. I can live with that speed. Now I'll probably shoot this bow on 65 pounds from here on out, and that's going to put enough kinetic energy out for me to be putting down anything in North America without no problem at all. So that is the Winchester Quicksilver 34. You can check this out and all their other bows out at WinchesterArchery.com. And be sure to check out the other bows. I can tell you I shot their bows at the ATA show in January, and their price point bow, which I'm not sure what the name of it is right now, but their cheaper bow was an excellent bow for the money, and a really awesome bow. But this Quicksilver 34 and the Quicksilver 32 are both exceptionally good bows. This 34 I think is a good do-it-all kind of bow. You can 3D shoot with it, you can hunt with it, and I think it really performs fantastic. So be sure to check out Winchester's website, WinchesterArchery.com, and for more product reviews, bow reviews, how-to videos. Turkey hunting's coming up, hog hunting. I got a hog hunt scheduled in April, so we'll be getting all that done here pretty soon. Be sure to check out our website. That's IkesOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times.